What's up, y'all? AJ Simmons here with another video for you guys. Today I'm going to talk about saving money and how to keep money in the bank, because quite frankly, I have never been good at saving money, but for whatever reason, well, actually I have the reason, now I'm able to keep money in the bank, and let me explain to you why. All right, so here's a couple of reasons how I'm able to do it. Number one is I focus on earning, okay? I do not focus on saving, and you know why? It's because when you focus on saving, typically you fall on a budget, right? And so in that budget, you make this amount every single month, and you're gonna, try to pay these amount of bills and then put this amount up in savings every single month, right? Well, the problem with that is you're capping your income, okay? So your income is always, you're expected to make a certain amount every single month, and you're just gonna put this away, and slowly but surely, maybe at the end of the year, maybe at the end of 5 years, you have this big nest egg, right? Well, guess what? Anything could happen. You could get fired, your job could downsize, you could quit, quite frankly, because I used to quit jobs all the time. I got tired of that shit and I would quit, right? So I don't like to base my projections and my numbers just solely off of a job or one particular income. So instead, what I recommend that you do is focus on earning. Think about how many ways can you stack your money. Whether let's just say you got a job right now, okay? Now what else can you do for some money? Could you maybe start doing YouTube videos, all right? Like I did. Could you start maybe write an ebook, okay? Because writing a book is free, okay? But you write the book and then sell it online, okay? It's for free. Just self-publish it, all right? Put it on Amazon and go. What else could you do? Could you start a company, maybe a service business? I teach people how to start cleaning companies on my channel. It's a low-cost investment, very high upside. A lot of people doing 6 figures after their first year, okay? You can start a paint company. You can do any type of service business. You can start drop shipping online, selling products online, okay? Create your Shopify store and go all in, all right? But the bottom line is focus on ways to earn more money. That's what I did. I started investing in other things outside of my job. I started a cleaning service. Then I wrote a book. Then like I said, I did YouTube, and I just kept going on and on, creating digital products and all of these type of things. All right. So look for ways to create more. Don't focus on saving, okay? Because you can't contract at the same time when you're trying to expand. So focus on expansion, how to expand your money. And quite frankly, what I just started doing was I started out earning way more than what my actual bills were. Now, in order for this to work, obviously, you shouldn't keep creating new bills every single time you get new income. And that's one of the biggest problems of the middle class, okay? Because you got the poor who stay poor because they typically buy things. You have the middle class who stay poor because they typically buy liabilities like big expensive homes before they really can afford it, or they get big expensive cars and the car notes are way too high. They finance boats, things like that. That's what the middle class do. They finance stuff, okay? And then the rich, and on the other hand, or the wealthy, they invest in income producing assets that pay them, okay? So focus on getting more assets. How can you create more income for yourself, all right? Another thing I want to tell you about how to start keeping money in the bank, because it really isn't about saving, just simply about having money, okay? Because you don't really need to save, you just need to have money, all right? So here's the other thing. I say create a budget, but don't follow it religiously, okay? Because again, I don't want you just on a budget and expecting to always make this X amount of money every single month. Money changes, okay? Money fluctuates, okay? So we don't really know exactly how much you're always going to make. But what I will say is still have a budget just in case. And that way you can have something to follow. So your bills are typically this much every single month. Okay, let's just say your bills are $4,000 every month. Okay, so you got to at least make $4,000 every month. Now, hopefully that main source of income could take care of that. Then after that, all you have to do is focus on, okay, how can I start earning more money? On top of that, can I invest in a rental property or a duplex or quadruplex or whatever the case may be? What could you do to bring in more money? All right. So that's one thing. And then the other thing is too with the budget is be real with your numbers. If you know you're going to spend X amount of money on getting your nails done for the ladies, put that in your bills, okay? If you know that you're going to spend X amount of money on putting gas in your car, put that in there, all right? But the bottom line is be real with your numbers and know that you're going to spend a certain amount, all right? And then the other thing too is don't try to overdo it. Do not overdo it with the budget. Again, the budget is just for a guide, but it's not for you to go full Dave Ramsey with it, all right? Another tip that I want to give you too as far as keeping money in the bank is make money in your sleep, okay? And this goes back to my first point of just simply try to earn more, okay? Just simply focus on earning, okay? So if you can make money in your sleep, that right there is going to set you apart. Okay, so it's all about building wealth. I mean, multiple streams of income is great, but you want those multiple incomes to be passive. Okay, that's why I told you things like rental property. That's why I told you things like books. That's why I told you things like YouTube channels that you can get paid off of the ads, okay? And then a service business, because if you set it up right as a system, like I teach people to do on this YouTube channel, then you can have the business working for you, and you don't necessarily have to work in the business. You can work on the business and focus on growing the business, all right? So that's really my tip, because that's all I did was I focused on earning more money, making more money, and it's like over time, the money would start coming in a lot faster than it was actually going out, okay? So quite frankly, if you're broke right now, you can't seem to save money, it's not the problem that it's you. Because again, you're watching this channel, you're probably watching other videos like mine that talk about business and finance and other types of things. So the problem probably isn't you. The problem typically is the amount of money that you make. So you need to make more money. So start looking into it. How can you make more money? Focus nonstop on making more money. And at some point, the money that you make and that you're bringing in will just be so much more than the money that's going out, as long as you don't get ridiculous with increasing your lifestyle, that you have no choice but to save. I remember listening to Dr. Bruce Watkins not too long ago, and he was saying how he used to struggle with saving as well. And one of the tricks that he used was sending his money to his grandmother every month. And that was cool. I really didn't like that idea, because at the end of the day, I'm a grown man. I should be able to save my own money, right? But another thing that he did say was he started figuring out how to, I think it was either 5 grand or 10 grand a month. He figured out a way to make an extra 10 or 5 grand a month. I can't remember exactly how much he said, but he was saying how once he started bringing in that extra money, it was a lot easier to save, because you were making so much more than what you were before. And that's typically what it comes down to, okay? So this is my point on this video. Don't focus on how can I save out of the little bit of money that you're already making. If you don't make enough, you simply don't make enough. Instead, focus on how can you earn more. And now if you can get rid of a bill here and there, like if you have some unnecessary bills, definitely get rid of them if you need to for the time being, to help get you over that hump. Try to stay as lean as possible when it comes to your expenses, okay? But don't obsess over saving. Again, we want to focus on expansion, not contracting, all right? So that's my tips for you on how to keep money and how to save money. It's really not about saving. It's just simply about how to keep money and grow your money and make more money. And as you get better and better with this stuff, you'll become a better business person, because you'll start bringing in more income from other sources. Because again, if you do start a side business and that business starts to grow, it becomes a full-time business, and guess what? Not only are you keeping more money, but you're now also building a real business and becoming a real business person, okay? So that'll help you in the long run and give you something to pass on to your kids. So hopefully this video was able to help you. I'm AJ Simmons. If you like this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell, so that way you can know when I'm about to post up a video again for you guys. And if you're interested in starting your cleaning company, make sure you go to www.cleanbiznetwork.com and check out the starter kits that I offer for you guys, all right? So talk to you soon. I'm AJ Simmons. Thank y'all.